So in between is where you have the milk?
Yes, in between the two, yeah. Where the sun didn't shine, you see, and it was cold. Yeah.
In between the farmhouse?
Between the granary and the house.
The granary and the house, that's where the milk was kept, I see. Yeah. And that building facing us is where the cattle were and the feed was...
down on the bottom, and the grain,
grain was above it.
And you can't see, they're not there anymore. I think there were steps, but they were made of stone. You know, there were stone steps up to the side where you could get into the granary.
Okay, on the right hand side there were stone steps?
Yes, at the side of it.
On the right hand side.
They don't seem to be there now either. And you went up the steps and opened the door and into the granary.
So do they own the land to the left here or to the right here? The left. They own the land?
Yes, both sides.
Both sides?
And here.
And across the road?
Yes, and across the road, yeah.
So the front of the house was down there. And this was their land. Yeah. And unusually it's not raining here, so we actually can walk around without getting too muddy, but it's usually a mess. You see the willows down there, they're really wet. Look into the bedroom, shall we? Not much to see there. Granary, going there in a minute. Here's the front of the house, and down here is where the milk was kept because it was always in shade. So look inside the house first. Oh, there's the old fireplace. Right there in the chimney. Right there. So I'm in the kitchen here. There'd be a bedroom down there. And then here's where the milk was kept. In the shade. Bit of the old tin roof is here. This looks pretty well maintained. Pretty good condition. So there's even one of the windows left over here, protected. The old windows are still in good shape. With looks like there's a bar across here, rusted there to there. 3 or 4 bars across there. Here we are in between the farmhouse and the granary. Here. Not here. There's the back of the granary. So here's a fireplace. So we're inside a different house, a cottage, but it's got, this is what the Fauleens house used to have, a little loft there for the kids to sleep in up there. So and there's a ladder to get to it. That was also part of the Fauleens house. And then there'll be the fireplace. That fire is actually still going. They're burning peat in there, smoky in here. And the other bedroom. Oh, this is bedroom being used as a dining room. Oh, it's a combined dining room bedroom.
And across the road, yeah.
Across the road.
Yeah.
So how do they get to this side?
There's a gate.
Oh, the gate that we saw a second ago. Just here.
Yeah.
this was the land too then. All this land was theirs as well then.
Yeah.
I can see a fence over the back there.
But they had other dry cattle as well and a horse.
A lot of dry cattle. So there were beef on this side.
Beef cattle, yes. There was a shed there.
A shed.
They had goats as well. They had
Goats.
2 goats, yeah. And along on that wall, we used to pick bilberries, blueberries. They used to grow there, and we used to pick and come back, and our dresses covered with
covered with berries. Yeah, we've.
Yeah.
And did your mom say, now you're blue? That's it.
That was all the land. And your granddad, Pat, and his father, they drained all that land when they were young, when he was young, with his father, manually. No machine, no anything. They dug and put in little
channels.
Yes.
So perhaps where my granddad got the expertise to become a foundation drainage
It
man,
was brilliant.
because he learned it here on his farm. So when they bought this land, the land was pretty bad in its state then.
Well, it probably was not bad, but well, they owned it for 200 since time began. But it probably was part of it that they were reclaiming from bog for the and they had to put in so that
So at the back of this field behind me,
yes,
it was marshy, and they drained that to get more land.
Yes.
That was my granddad and his father,
Yes, and that would be in the
Paddy,
30s, would it?
1930.
Yeah.
My granddad went to Lincolnshire before the war to work the fields.
Right. They didn't want to get called up to the British Army, and they just had to keep on moving from address to address. Yeah. Yes, because if you were there, they could call you with
Even though they're Irish, they could get called up in the British Army.
Yes, but we weren't all that long, you see, independent, if you know.
Right,
I don't know, many thousand, 250,000 or more were lost fighting with the British Army in the First World War.
Yeah.
I learned my history to go home.